Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. Tonight is a 30-second match of the IPL and it's a battle between Delhi Capitals and Gujarat Titans at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. Both Delhi Capitals and Gujarat Titans are coming off of a win from their last fixture. Although GT is at a decent spot in the points table at the sixth position, DC is hanging low with just 4 points to its name. After a 4 day gap for Delhi Capitals, it's an opportunity for them to make a comeback in the tournament and get some points to their name. I'm Gargi Raut, and joining me today for this show is Ishan Shahane, G. Rajaraman, and Abhijit Deshmukh. Ishan, before we find out about the toss result, GT has gained at least some momentum, but David Miller's absence is a little worrisome for the team, along with Riddhiman Saha's absence as well. How do you think the team composition can change, and how can this help the team?
Oh, you're right, Gagi, because both are so David Miller has been an impact player, and his absence has definitely hurt the momentum of the side. So it's definitely going to be a factor that might play in their minds. But again, this is a team that has a lot of potential and knows how to win. They've done well in the last two editions, and this season as well. They've gone off to win some, lose some, but overall, this is a side that can win matches. And with Shubman Gill, looking and he seems like someone who knows what he's doing at the moment. Even though he's not had the best run of form, but he's seeming to lead the side in the right way. So I feel the Titans definitely have their noses on top, and I think going into this game, I think they're sure out favorites in my opinion.
Raja, when it comes to Delhi Capitals, they too have their fair share of injuries. Mitchell Marsh has gone back to Australia with a partial tear in his right hamstring, along with concerns over David Warner's finger injury as well. How do you think this will affect the team?
But they're going to struggle to find an opener to bat alongside Prithvi Shaw. Uh, Double blow for them. Both the Australians openers have gone back. At least David Warner will stay. Mitchell Marsh has gone back, but both of them not available for this game. Does set them back. But Rishabh Pant's form, I think, will give them heart. They'll have to bat well. Prithvi Shah has to continue the way he's been playing. He played some good knocks for Delhi Capital, but he will probably need to shoulder a lot more responsibility tonight than he has done thus far.
Okay, and it's been confirmed that David Warner will miss out on this match and Sumit Kumar will come in place of David Warner. But when it comes to the toss, Delhi Capitals have won the toss and opted to bowl first. Abhijit, Narendra Modi Stadium, what do you think can be the result tonight based on the toss?
I think as the Gujarat has won the toss, I think the intention are clear, and we have
Delhi
seen in
Capitals
the
have won
past
the
like
toss.
sorry. So, but I think with the form the Gujarat Titans they in, it is home ground for them, and they must be happy chasing the total against Delhi. I think Gujarat is a better side at the moment. Delhi Capitals, not at the best. They're lying, I think, at the 8 or 9 in the table. But overall,
Abhijit,
Gujarat
sorry to interrupt
Titans
you,
looks
but Delhi Capitals will be chasing because they have opted to bowl first. They have won the toss.
like that. But overall, if you see Gujarat Titans is a better team than Delhi Capitals at the moment. Uh, and as a home team, they wouldn't mind anything, be chasing or setting up a target.
Absolutely. And Ishan, it's a long tournament, but you always get an idea of how a team is going to fare based on the first few performances. We've seen 6 matches so far. What impression has Delhi Capitals given you? They always come in, with a good squad every season, but fail to execute.
Yes, it's been a mixed match performance up till now, but I think they have some positives with Rishabh Pant showing some form, and he's that player who can take you and win you games. So him coming back into form is the biggest bonus and plus the side can have. And alongside that, they also have the young Aussie Fraser, who had a fantastic debut last time around, and he seems completely fearless. That's how you want to play on your debut game. He seemed like he wanted to be there. Some shots over the top. He struggled with the spinners initially, but then again got into his groove and took his team through. So it's important that these two players go out there and continue on with the natural game, which is attacking from the from the very onset. And it's a big positive, I think, Agi, because Rishabh Pant in this side is an X factor player, and him coming back into the form can really, help in strengthening the side. We saw some fantastic shots by him even in the last game, some scoops, some big shots over the top. So it's good signs for the Capitals. Priti Shaw as well has looked good. He's managed scoring a couple of 50s. So he's again someone who likes taking on the bowlers from the very first delivery. So I think Shaw, Rishabh Pant, and Fraser definitely hold the key.
And Raja, we were just talking about, Ridhiman Saha and David Miller's injury concerns, but they are coming back in the match. And also Sandeep Warrior is making his debut. So we essentially have a full strength Gujarat Titans team against Delhi Capitals, who are missing out two of their important players.
I think David Miller's return will be big for Gujarat Titans. They missed him in a couple of games. He stayed out. He's been out of the side for 3 games at least. They will welcome him back with open arms. They need someone like him at the bottom half of the innings, the second half of the innings, and they've depended so much on Rashid Khan to deliver in that last game. So they will welcome David Miller. It will be a good addition. Ridhiman Saha will probably take over the gloves, and I think that will free them a spot. They've had problems when he's been out. They've had to field Matthew Wade as the wicketkeeper batter, so they'll probably free Matthew Wade to maybe come in as an impact player later on. I'm not sure what the 11 is, but I think Ridhiman Saha will give them more options now that he's back in the squad and playing in the 11.
Abhijit, talking about Delhi Capitals, Rishabh Pant before the toss said that death bowling has been a concern for Delhi Capitals, and they are getting better with each match, but it's still a concern with them bowling first today. Is that an advantage for Delhi Capitals?
Yeah, I mean, if you see the past few matches, even the last yesterday's match, Rajasthan Royals, plays a beautiful total. So somehow it's look like chasing is little easier. I would not say if Gujarat put up on a big score, but at the moment it does look like the batters in T20 like to chase. That's what a sort of mindset we can get around the results which we have seen. So I think it's a good toss for Delhi to win and chase at the Gujarat at the Narendra Modi Stadium. But given the fact that Delhi Capital doesn't have that good bowlers, it will be interesting to see how much total Gujarat Titans will put on. I know Ishan Sharma has been a seasoned bowler for India, but it has been a mixed for a season so far for him. But other bowlers also need to bring that up, because you win matches in T20 not only because of the batters but the bowlers as well. So I think if Delhi has to win this match, the bowlers have to win it for them. Just be take that extra step and give the best to win this match as a bowling side.
And Ishan, I asked you about the first impressions that Delhi Capitals has given you. Now I'll ask you about Gujarat Titans. What impression has the team given you this season so far with Hardik Pandya not being there?
Well, it's clearly hurt them. I think somehow that team balance has gone off with Hardik Pandya, who's led them to two finals not being there. But Shubman Gill is a young captain who's been doing well, so I think a lot of expectations will be on him. But at the same time, the injuries, Gagi, I think, has really, sent a dent somewhere. Because when you start off a tournament, you want your best playing 11 with you. And when you don't have that, you tend to lose a few matches early on. So I think those losses have hurt them, but there's always time to catch up now. Now's the time to catch up because there's still time. But later on, maybe a couple of weeks from now, it's going to be difficult to eventually think of getting the top four or in the playoffs. So I think now is the best opportunity to catch up, and this side can do that. They're, I think, over reliant on certain players like Rashid Khan, and that's fine because Rashid Khan is a genius. He can win you matches with the ball. He can win you matches with the bat. He can get some freaky catch for you and win you the match as well over there. So they're obviously over dependent on him, and I think that should not be the case. You have to find a way and find a balance where every player knows his role in the team and knows how he should possibly contribute. So I think the fault is there. But besides that, this is the side that can win games, and they've shown us in the past.
Raja, like Ishan said, that Hardik Pandya's absence has taken a hit on the Gujarat Titans team. Do you think, it will be easy for them to find, a replacement, not for maybe Hardik Pandya, the captain, but Hardik Pandya, the player?
No, not going to be easy. But on current form, Hardik Pandya, the player, also is not going to be missed. He's not been in the best of forms, Gargi. And he could have been playing in Gujarat Titans and not been performing as well. Who knows, right? So
Yeah.
there are plenty of ifs and buts that go on in this game. But I think Gujarat Titans has got the wherewithal to overcome this. They're putting together the squad that can deliver. The impact sub rule also allows them to do some things, like for example Sandeep Warrior is going to be bowling, but when they start, they can obviously find in a good impact sub to replace him, or if a batter goes out, you can get another bowler in. So I think Gujarat is a smart side with Ashish Nair at the top of the coaching ladder there. I think they will come back. They're right now fifth. There's not much that separates the two teams at this point of time. It's just 2 points, Gargi. Tonight, Delhi Capitals win. They get on same 6 points as Gujarat Titans. But Gujarat will look to win this game. This is their home ground. Uh, we're not going to find that 270, 280 score. 190 will probably be a winning score for the team that bats first. But if you don't get that score, then you're going to be in trouble trying to defend that. But Rashid Khan, how are you not going to depend on a man like Rashid Khan? I'm kind of asking Ishan that question. You have a trump card. You will depend on that trump card. And then Delhi Capitals has got Kuldeep Yadav. So it's going to be fascinating to see what these two wrist artists do tonight. Which of them comes out on top will be very interesting to watch.
Okay, and Abhijit, when we talk about Gujarat Titans, Ishan and Raja have already mentioned Rashid Khan and his all-round performances. What have you thought of him so far? He's been up brilliant.
Well, I think he's been absolute legend of the T20. He's a player like every team would want him in their squad. The way he has been as a bowler first and then as a batter to finish, it's just simply been remarkable. I think he's one of my favorite T20 players as well. I think and absolute legend of T20. As Raja sir said, he's absolutely an ace card of your squad, and always when Gujarat will feel they're in trouble, they would expect the same from Rashid Khan to deliver and win the matches for them. And let's hope some magic today from Rashid Khan as well, because as a cricket lover, we would all always want a good contest and a good performance as well.
Yeah, and Ishan, Shubman Gill is going really strong this IPL season. So we're obviously, as Indian cricket fans, we're looking towards the World Cup. Do you think Shubman Gill has a very strong hold on that opening spot position for the World Cup?
Well, to be honest, it's seeming quite packed at the moment with Rohit Sharma, Kohli, Jaiswal. So Gill can definitely be an option, but in my opinion, it's a little unlikely option, Gagi. If he has a fantastic season to end it through as well, then he's definitely in contention. But I feel it'll either be Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, or it'll be Rohit Sharma and Jaiswal. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how that happens. But yes, I think Gill has everything to play for, not only for his side but also for himself over here. So I think he has a point to prove. And again, the captain has to lead by example. So I'm sure he's going to go on and do that. But you're right; it's really going to be exciting to see who those top two opening batters are for the Indian team. And all of these players have a lot to play for at the moment. You're on mute, Gagi.
Oops, sorry. Raja, I was asking you, similar question, but for Rishabh Pant and for the wicket-keeping position. Do you think, he's impressing selectors enough for them to consider him for the World Cup?
I think it's getting into the groove, Gargi. The first up, I was not very happy with how he was timing the ball, but obviously he's coming back after such a long gap, and but now he's timing the ball sweetly, being able to dispatch it with total elan. I think there is style and there is power, and we are getting to see him keep wickets as well. He's my first choice at the moment. Yes, there is a little bit of time after the World Cup for him to perhaps work on his fitness a little bit more. Sanju Samson is the other option, But Sanju seems to, like always, seeming to be losing some gas toward the second half of the tournament. If he can step up, Sanju will be an option as well. But I think this will be the contest. I wonder what the selectors are thinking. But my personal favorite will be Rishabh Pant because he lent that explosive power in the lower half of the top order, and Sanju Samson would prefer to bat at 1, 2, or 3. So it really depends on what the team management wants. But I think it is going to be Rishabh Pant in the World Cup.
And
Yeah, I
Abhijit,
just like
before
to add
we,
here.
yeah,
Yeah, sorry, I just like to add one thing here. Like, I agree with Raja sir. Like Rishabh Pant should be, a favorite as a wicketkeeper batter. But I think more than that, he deserves that. You see the past record, I remember when Yuvraj Singh had a cancer. I mean, I'm just not saying, he was included in the 2012 World Cup squad as well, and he has just played few matches in before that T20 World Cup. I think the way Rishabh Pant has played in this IPL so far, there's still more than half of the IPL to go. The way so far Rishabh Pant has played, I think he deserves to be in the T20 squad based on the performance he has done, and we all know he's an excellent, player. A person of his caliber, given some more opportunity, will definitely, be that X factor in India's T20 World Cup squad.
okay, and before we wrap up this conversation, I'll need predictions from all of you. Ishan, what do you think? Who's winning tonight?
I think I'll favor the Titans playing at their home ground. I think they'll get a reasonable total on board, and Rashid Khan might spin some webs and get the Capitals out pretty early.
Okay, Raja?
I live in Delhi, so I better back the Delhi side. I think Kuldeep Yadav it will be who will do the start turn tonight. And I believe that Prithvi Shah will shoulder the burden today of David Warner's absence and play that big innings when necessary. Delhi it is for me.
Okay, Abhijit, what do you think?
I would like to go with Delhi just to be, things taking more interest in the table. And I think Jake Fraser McGurk, I'm expecting him to fire up today. He has played a very good inning in last match.
Okay, well, that wraps up our conversation. We'll find out soon enough who wins tonight. But till we get to the end of the match, stay tuned to Rev Sports. We'll be back tomorrow as well before the match. Good night, everyone.